Chip, as competitive as you are, how disappointing is this one?
Yeah, it's really disappointing. As a competitor, it's got to be. It's your rival. We had chances to win the game and put it away, and we didn't. So very disappointing.
Did they play good on defense, or did you guys play bad on offense?
Culmination of both.
What do you think it was that they were doing that kind of stifled the passing game as much as it was stifled?
Yeah, they were bringing a lot of really good pressure. Not us not giving DJ enough time to really lock in on his reads and do everything that he needed to do. So it's partly on me, and as an offense, all we can do is look in the mirror, see how we can get better, and go after the next goal.
As well as y'all ran the ball, was it surprising you not be able to do more on offense?
I'm just out there running plays. I get the signal and I line up and I go. I try to input or give anything I can that I see on the field. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. So I just do my job.
Were there any things you did see that you feel like maybe you could have gone to?
Yeah, there's definitely some things out there that we could have attacked, but they chose to attack some other things that were there as well.
Any specifics?
No specifics.
How do you shelve this and move towards the ACC championship? Bigger fish to fry, as it were.
Yeah, just like I said, take a step back, look in the mirror, and make adjustments, make corrections, and there's got to be a want to, right? You can't just go in next week and harp on this loss. We've got huge things ahead of us, ACC championship, and then whatever comes after that. So we really just got to take a look in the mirror and get better from this.
40 game home, behind us now. It's going to restart. Talk about what that means to you guys. That's a big legacy, biggest in the ACC.
Yeah, I apologize to all the fans, all the guys who came before us that allowed us to carry on that streak for a little while. But yeah, I just apologize to them. That's how I feel.
Do you feel you took this team a little lightly?
No.
As a team leader, and I think you're one of the team leaders, how do you address this Monday when you guys get back out there?
Yeah, it's something I've definitely got to put a little more thought into. I've thought a little bit about it. Definitely gonna, address the team, address the offense. I'm not sure yet. I've got to put a little bit more thought into it to truly understand what the best stance is to take as a leader.
You had several chances in the second half to kind of go down, score, take the lead, and put the game away. What do you feel like that's going to be on against the Chargers?
Yeah, there's just one or two plays that would set us back, or we just weren't making the play. So there's so many things you could point the finger at or blame, but at the end of the day, the plays just weren't made, and we weren't able to get down the field and put points on the board.
Well, it's a real physical game for DJ again. Talk about the toll it's maybe taking on his body, what he has to do.
Yeah, I can definitely speak from experience. You feel those hits, and throughout the course of the game, you're continuing to stack them up and add them up, and it definitely takes its toll. So that's something that Five can take, he can control, and we've got no doubt in that.
He was up there blocking for you a couple times.
Yeah, he was. That's why I love him. That's why everybody loves him.
Injury-wise, or not injury, but health-wise, how do you feel?
Great. Yeah. Was dealing with some stuff early on in the season. Kind of just little knickknacks here and there. Kind of have gotten over those, and at this point, just carrying on. It's a little bit colder. Not today. Actually, the heat caught me by surprise. But it's definitely a little colder the past couple of weeks. So you feel a little bit more when the temperature starts to decrease. But yeah, I feel great. Thank you.
When you have drives that keep resulting without points, how do you kind of, I guess, did it at all take a toll mentally on you? Like, do you start kind of pressing it all? Do you feel like it's an offense?
Yeah, momentum is a huge thing. And, when you're on the opposite side of it, it definitely does take a toll. So not getting points, not getting in the end zone, you definitely feel that on the sidelines. And, that's on the playmakers. That's on me. I've got to take advantage of an opportunity and put the ball in the end zone more often than I did tonight. I love all you guys. My love is not conditional; it's unconditional. And we did a great job. We had almost 40 game win streak here. That's incredible. You know, that's absolutely incredible. So you got to appreciate that stuff. And everybody's devastated. Nobody wants to lose to their rival. Nobody wants to sit there on a Monday and have to watch the film, hear from their coach about what they did wrong. Nobody wants to hear about that. None of these players do. I can promise you that. But yeah, just move on from it, and how are you going to respond? And that's truly going to tell the character of this team.
Does it sting more coming from Carolina? Does
Excuse me?
the loss sting more because it came from South Carolina?
No comment.
Were there any adjustments you feel like they made in the second half defensively that kind of took y'all out of your game plan on moment?
Yeah, that's just all part of football. They're gonna see what we were successful at in the first half and try to combat it. So I know a couple come to mind. Not throwing 6 in there until either red zone or third downs. So he's healthy. He's full speed out there and then not worried about catching his breath. So definitely felt that, and then backer scraping on those little pitch read tosses that DJ and I had were successful on early in the first half. So there's just a couple that come to mind, but yeah, there were definitely adjustments that they threw at us.
Despite the turnovers in the second half, did you still get the sense? Did you still have the belief that if you could just get the ball back, you were going to be able to make a run and win this game and come back?
There's always belief, even after the fumble on the punt return, there was still belief. I promise you. That's what this program is made upon, and that's what we'll have as long as we're around. So, to answer your question, yes, there was definitely belief.
Can you put your finger on the turnovers as to why they keep popping up in bad times? 12 games in the season with 3 turnovers, and some people consider the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, I can't. It pisses me off. It's very frustrating. I sit there with Phil Moffitt every single day, and I do ball security drills. It's how the game is. It's God is laughing at us right there, right now. Because we're gonna look back and we're gonna appreciate this moment. We're gonna appreciate the season. We're gonna appreciate everything that is happening, right? So no, I can't tell you why it's happening. In terms of Phil Moffitt, Antonio, DJ, all of those guys really focus on it during the week, and you've seen it the past couple of weeks. So. I don't have a clear-cut answer, but one thing I can promise you is that once again we're going to look in the mirror and we're going to try to fix it the best of our ability.
Can you take me through that kickoff play, kind of how it came about, and I guess the design and execution?
Yeah, we tried to run a little earlier in the season when they had gotten a penalty. The kicker actually boomed it like 5 yards through the end zone, so we ended up not running it. But yeah, they got a penalty. We were leaving the huddle. Coach Sweeney, kind of relays it to us that he wants to run it. Kicker, he kicks a great ball, right on the outside of the hash, and as a kick returner, that's my responsibility to make that decision whether or not I'm going to return that. And I thought it had potential to be a really, really good and great play. And things don't go that way sometimes. Like I said, I don't know why, but I can look back and I can regret it. And I can say, dang, I should have fair caught it, or I should have done this or that. But if Phil Moffitt takes that to the crib, then I'm saying the exact opposite, right? So no, I'm so satisfied with everything that has happened, because I know that we're going to be able to reap what we're going against right now, and everything's going to pay off.
Is there any read on that, or is it just straight huddle up, give it a feel, and goes?
It's personal for me. Yeah.
Y'all had a handful of punts. A majority of them were coming after incomplete passes on second and third down. Does that bother you as a running back?
I mentioned it a little earlier in a question. I'm on the field, and my job as a player is to take advantage of the opportunities that I'm given. So I get my eyes over to the sideline as quick as I can. I get the signals, and I run the play. So I've got full confidence in Coach Streeter, Coach Sweeney, Coach Spiller, to get me the ball when I need it and when they feel like I need it. So, as a competitor, hell yeah, I want the freaking rock with 5 minutes to go and the game on the line against our rival. That's me as a competitor, but that's not how it shakes out all the time. And as I said, I've got full confidence in the coaching staff and what they're calling. So just just gotta roll with it.
Does the fact that you average 9 yards a carry make it even more frustrating at all?
I didn't know that. That was the first time I've heard it, but yeah, it does. I think it makes it frustrating for me just because I know that it was successful and it was working, and that's how I felt all night. You know, I don't believe they stopped me running the ball all night. You know, the O-line did such a great job hatting it up and just giving me holes. You know, allowing me to kind of take my vision and make the most out of plays. And it's just tough situation.
How do you've lost games before? How do you best sum up losing this specific game? 2013 was the last time it happened. You probably don't have a memory of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, it stinks losing to your rival. It definitely does. A little bit more than the other ones. And it's one you're going to remember. You know, there's no question about it. But hats off to South Carolina. Coach Beamer, he's got a great program brewing over there, and he's doing some really, really good things. So, you know, just a huge shout out to them and all they were able to do today. And yeah, just props to them.
How do you use this frustration and anger and channel it into being a positive and use it next week against North Carolina instead of letting it kind of linger?
Yeah, it's just fuel the fire. You know, that's what we've been saying all season. So, you know, allow it to continue to add more to it, and just want to continue to accomplish our goals ahead of us. That's the biggest thing. Is you can't look in the rearview mirror. You know, you got to look forward to the goals ahead, and that's what we're focused on.
Well, when you think about the fact that this is the last game for some of these seniors, can you just put into words just how tough this is to send them out like this? You have the chance to come back and right your wrongs and get another win here at Memorial Stadium. But what they've meant to this program and their time here at Clemson.
Yeah, everyone that I saw, I apologize to, because you know I would hate for me to be in that situation and to not be able to come out on top, especially against your rival last home game. You know, there's so many things that go into it. But, you know, I personally apologize to everyone that I saw. Wish that I could have done more to send them out on a victory. But, you know, they've had great careers, and there's no question about that. They've got to look back and be very proud of what they've done in their career.
This game carried a lot of different things and opportunities as well as pride and all of that. Is there a hierarchy right now of what hurts the most, of the feelings?
You know, there's so many right now, so many emotions. You know, I've really got to think a little bit more about it and, you know, take the weekend to look back, go watch some film and just develop my emotions. So not right now, not one that sticks out, but I can just tell you there's a lot of them. And yeah, I feel sorry for the fans and the seniors and, you know, everybody that relied on myself.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.